Dave Grohl is not Kurt Cobain. I think a lot of his fans get confused because of Dave Grohl's proximity to Kurt, that they think Dave and Grohl had a similar mindset on political, cultural, different societal events, trends, issues. That's the word I'm looking for. But Dave Grohl is nothing like Kurt. He's still nothing like Kurt. Dave Grohl is his own character. And forgive me, Dave Grohl and Foo Fighters fans. I'm one of you, okay? I love the Foo Fighters. They definitely all kind of have that, their songs all kind of have that My Hero vibe to them. There's not a wide range. But My Hero, Times Like These, The Best of You, what else? I mean, so many songs. The Foo Fighters were instrumental in my life. When I lost my father, his double album saved me. I listened to it on repeat. So, Dave Grohl fans, I say this with no ill intent. I'm not meaning to hate or hurt you or Dave Grohl. Let's be very clear. But we need to get into this. We need to discuss this because I see people on Reddit, I see people in real life saying Dave was just like Kurt and he stands up for people. Dave doesn't stand up for people, okay? Dave protects Dave's interests. Dave is a great capitalist, okay? He protects their intellectual property. Kurt was nothing like that. Well, Kurt obviously protected his stuff, but Kurt had no problem putting his political, societal views out on the table, irregardless of the effect on his albums. Dave, and we're going to get into this, what he just said, what Dave has said, or not just said, but even though there's some stuff going on with Trump's camp and Dave saying, no, I didn't allow them to play My Hero, Dave is nothing like Kurt. We need to get that right out in the open. All right, welcome. So we're going to tackle that, but I had to just say, Foo Fighters fans, I'm one of you. We should be able to critique and criticize people, okay? This is a good faith argument, and my proof that I'm going to bring to the table why Dave Grohl is nothing like Kurt Cobain, my proof is down in the description. I've proven my case to you, okay? I need that to be said now. Foo Fighters fans, Dave Grohl fans, Dave Grohl, if you're watching, hit subscribe and the notification bell. I'm Rob, and I go live 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. You will catch me here talking about news, culture, commentary, entertainment, sarcasm, comedy, everything that's news commentary worthy. Newsmentary. And I need to crack 1,500 subscribers. Let's get real, okay? And salute and thank you to everybody who has subscribed. But we got to tackle this Dave Grohl thing. If you haven't seen it in the news, you're gonna, don't worry. It was getting all riled up and getting ready to go viral this weekend. I almost went live this weekend because I was like, I got to tackle this. But I wanted to take some time and really think about my case to make. Julia, irregardless isn't a word. Sorry, huge purr peeve. Oh yeah, Julia, purr peeve isn't a thing. But yeah, irregardless, purr peeve is not a thing, Julia. Saran Gaming SGF, can you help me? Not right now. We got to talk about Dave Grohl and my favorite human of all time, Kurt Cobain. Thank you. All right, hit subscribe. Saran, you know what? You can help me. Hit subscribe and the notification bell. I say hit the notification bell because I can only give you my word that I go live 5 days a week. But sometimes, like almost yesterday, I almost went live on the weekend because of this Dave Grohl story happening. Now, if you have not been in the Foo sphere, the Foo Fighter sphere, Julia, I know Foo sphere isn't a word, but we make up our own words sometimes here. That's how language progresses. Please lessen my story is very sad. Listen, Saran, you can share your story 100% as long as it's appropriate. And I might get to it in a minute, but this is very important because I see people on Reddit all saying Dave Grohl has Kurt Cobain's sentiment. And Dave Grohl doesn't, okay? Dave Grohl just became the best capitalist. Kurt Cobain was not a fucking capitalist, okay? Dave Grohl. So here's what the news is. The news is this. The Trump campaign introduced Robert F. Kennedy, old Bobby Kennedy Jr., Double Jr., whatever he is. Brainworm Kennedy. That's how we'll call him. Brainworm Kennedy. All right, they introduced him this weekend at a campaign event because, like I've been saying forever, he's just a stooge for Trump. Mostly because I think Trump will give him a cabinet job, and he's said Kamala has not even accepted his phone call, so she wouldn't give him a job, and you get a job in government, and you're all set for life. So RFK came out to endorse Trump, and when he came out, Trump's campaign, the people putting on the event, played Foo Fighters' My Hero. Brainworm. Oh, I like that. Julia, that's rad. I like that. Oh, that's so funny. So when they played Foo Fighters' My Hero as old Bobby Brainworm walked out on stage, which the Trump campaign has, that's the other thing. Oh, I forget if I put that link. I think I put that link. Yeah. That's one of the links I put down below. You know you're a shitty human when every band that you play their songs tries to file suit to get you to stop playing their music. Like, imagine that. I just want you to put that into like everyday working folks reality. Imagine if you were playing songs on the radio, or you played a song at your barbecue, and these bands despised your take on life and who you are as a human so much that they tried to stop you from playing their music. Like, that's the caliber human we're dealing with here, okay? So anyways, there's a long list of bands that don't want Trump playing their music, and that is in the link below. I'm broke AF in this scat pack. At least I look good while I struggle. Rudano. Broke it in this scat pack. I think we're all kind of broke as F, you know? Mentally, spiritually, financially. I'm from India. My dad is RIP when I was studying in 5th. I go to work at 10. My age is only 19. Buy a PS4 5. My homie. I would love to help you, okay? And I can relate. My dad died when I was very young. My brothers were early teens, so I totally get that. But I can't help you, homie. JM, what's up? There's my man, JM. Wobbly Life. Matt Shaughnessy, tuned in from the South Shore, Boston. Matt Shaughnessy, that is definitely a South Shore name, kiddo. Or not kiddo, kid, sorry. That's what I call my kids, kiddo. What's up, Matt? I'm up on the North Shore, up in Salem, Mass, buddy. Big shout out to the South Shore. Sorry for the lisp. I used to live in Weymouth. I wonder where you're at. We have to free Pooh Shiesty tonight. No, we don't. Keep him locked up. I don't know anything about Pooh Shiesty. What we're talking about, folks, is the people on Reddit in the dark corners of the internet saying that Dave Grohl is essentially just like Kurt Cobain because of Dave Grohl's proximity, because they were in the same band together. Dave learned nothing from Kurt, and we're going to talk about this because this is very important to get out there and straighten out, because I'm sick of these Foo Fighters fans being like, Dave is just like Kurt. He has the same sentiment and the same beliefs. Dave Grohl only gives a shit about Dave Grohl, okay? And I've talked about this before. Whether it's him feeding the homeless, but not speaking out against homelessness. Like, Dave, it's great that they must enjoy that barbecue meal you cook for them. You know what that family would rather have after you're done cooking and disappear and get to go home to your $1 million mansion and go on tour? They'd rather have you vocally speak out and say, this is fucking disgraceful that America lets these families just fall through the cracks. Dave, Kurt did that. Kurt spoke out about this stuff. Dave, you should be speaking out. I get your actions are great, but when you're at a certain caliber, when you have a big enough podium, use that. And he doesn't. Okay, and that's fucking irritating. Sorry for the... I'm 40. No kid. Matt, you know in New England we call each other kid. I'm in my 40s too, and my friends call me kid all the time. Matt, I'm so glad you're here, Matt. Please hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so when I go live. Matt, I don't know if you ever go to haunted or historic locations around the area, but if you're a YouTuber and want to do it, hit me up. Hit me up in the comments, or join my Discord and we can talk on there. Discord link is in the description. Okay, I gotta stay focused. I'll try to read the comments, but absolutely love to. Listen, my family and friends won't go with me. They're too scared, and I do all sorts of different haunted locations. I don't know if you... Hi, what's up, CJ? I don't know if you do any YouTube here, but for real, let's connect on Discord. My Discord is, again, in the description. Same with all the articles that I'm gonna talk about. I have to call my parole officer. Be right back. All right, good luck. So here's how the story started for everybody just joined. I ain't scared of no ghosts. Oh, hey, kid. What's up, Kathy? Kathy, I love the New England crew in here. Kathy, you know, it doesn't matter how old you are. Here in New England, we all call each other kid. But I love that Matt had the real New England attitude. He was like, I'm 40. I ain't no kid. I left a comment on some YouTube video. Who was it? Was it like CoffeeZilla or something? No. It was to Roaring Kitty. I left a comment on Roaring Kitty's videos one time when I said something like, "Great job, kid," and all these people replied to my comment saying, "How dare you disrespect him, calling him kid?" And I was like, "You fucking maroons." Roaring Kitty's from Brockton. Everybody in Massachusetts calls each other kid. It doesn't matter if you're 80 or 2. We all call each other kid. That's how we address each other. But everybody was like, "How dare you disgrace the throne?" And I was like, "Oh, God, you stupid Midwesterners. Shut your trap holes. You never even seen the ocean. Shut up." Anyways. Sorry, I'm going off. We gotta talk about Dave Grohl. This is so important to me, and I'm not being sarcastic. This is the one time I'm not being sarcastic. Dave Grohl is a fucking asshole, okay? I subscribe, brother. I usually don't have social media, mostly because of the toxicity. I get it. I don't have Facebook or Instagram. I still have Twitter, as long as that dumpster fire doesn't putter out. But the Discord I started is like a little community where it's like a thread or a chat community where we can connect and message each other, and there's a lot of members or subscribers that are on there, and we've started like our own little I don't know how to describe it. It's so weird because I don't use it that much, but it's really cool to be able to connect outside of the lives. Like there's a girl, Doreen, from Paris, France, who I'm going to actually have interview next week. She's going to come and do the live together with me. So we connected there through the Discord. And that's why I'm saying, oh, you're in Quincy? I used to live in Weymouth, right downtown Weymouth, kid. But so if you really want to do some kind of paranormal thing at some point, join the Discord so we can connect. We can DM there and stuff. Anyways, okay. Dave Grohl. Here's the story. Trump played Foo Fighters' My Hero when RFK, brainworm Bobby Kennedy, came out on stage to endorse Trump this weekend. Foo Fighters said, no, you don't get to play that song. We've already told you no, don't play our music. And now there's some riffraff going back and forth saying, you know, like I think it's Marjorie Taylor Greene saying the Foo Fighters did give him permission. And I'm like, listen, if Dave Grohl is on Twitter using the Foo Fighters account, responding to people saying, hey, did you, because he responded to the account Wu-Tang is for the kids. It's a user on there, big user, I follow him. He has great info, and he asked the Foo Fighters, did you okay Trump and their campaign to use your when brainworm Bobby Kennedy comes out? And the Foo Fighters account, their official account, which I'm guessing it's Dave, said, no, we did not okay that. And Dave in the past has said like he's ashamed of Trump. He doesn't want them using their music because, and this is really important, like if they're using the music, people are thinking like the band's okay with them. That's like if Trump used Rage Against the Machine music, like they would not allow that. I'm sure they would sue. Like they don't want their music to trick people into thinking they're endorsing it, they're okay with it, they're being played, and their music is their property. I mean, we're not talking about, like I was saying earlier, like you or I playing it at a backyard or as an intro to a jiu-jitsu event or, you know, at a graduation party or, you know what I mean? Like, I hope, okay, I didn't freeze. This is not that, you know, this is like an official political event with associations. So they really, really don't want Trump using their music. And this has been ongoing. But it's so funny that there's any kickback saying like, oh, the Foo Fighters okayed it, when Dave Grohl just went on Twitter and said no. Or the Foo Fighters official account said, no, we didn't okay that. But then in the comments on Reddit, people are quoting Kurt Cobain. And again, this is down. I love Trump, but that doesn't mean stop. Listen, I love people, but Trump is a con man, a liar, he hates the working class. He was just talking with Elon. I just talked about this last week, how he said he loves how Elon, if people go on strike, which is a federally protected activity for workers, Trump said he loves how he just fires them. They have no respect for anyone that works 9 to 5 or works a job or works for a living or the working class. But I don't like that people are, saying, oh, Dave Grohl. So somebody quoted Kurt Cobain in the liner notes of Incesticide or one of Kurt's album. He wrote, and this is how radical Kurt was even back in the 90s. Kurt wrote, if you're a racist, a misogynist, a homophobe, something, he said, don't buy our records. He said, don't come to our shows and don't buy our records. We want nothing to do with you, which I admire. That's why Kurt's my hero, because he had one of the most popular bands in the world. And never forget, Chris Novoselic, this quote always impacts me. It was so powerful when I heard Chris say this for the first time. Chris Novoselic, the bassist, said, remember, Nirvana didn't go to the mainstream. The mainstream came to Nirvana. So Nirvana wasn't chasing fame. The mainstream found Nirvana and Nirvana blew up. They weren't trying to, go after whatever. They were just playing their stuff and exploded. And when you consider that, Kurt didn't tailor his political, societal beliefs and perspective narrative to anybody. In fact, he did the opposite. He stood firm in what he believed in. You can look up videos of Kurt stopping shows to try to kick out or to point out dudes that were groping girls in the audience. Kurt was unlike anything that we see today with the PC crowd. And Dave is part of the PC crowd. And I say that because Dave's quote from a few years ago was, or recently, or just one of Dave's quotes, Dave Grohl said, he doesn't like to get political or anything. He's ashamed of Trump when he was president. He thinks he's a jerk. But he said, but when people come to my shows, it doesn't matter if you're red or blue, everybody sings my hero together. That is the antithesis of what Kurt was. Kurt didn't want everyone coming to sing Breed together or sing Smells Like Teen Spirit together. He wasn't trying to get everyone together to sing along so everybody would buy tickets to the show, everyone would buy an album. Kurt clearly said, if you are a homophobe, a racist, a misogynist, don't come to our shows, don't buy it. We want nothing to do with you. Dave's doing the opposites. Dave's saying, listen, if you hate people, because of their race, if you're a racist, if you're a misogynist, you come and we'll all sing my hero together, which is fucked because Dave got a front row seat to how Kurt behaved and who Kurt was. And Dave still witnessed that and thought, no, I'm going to play it safe and be PC and say, it doesn't matter if you love Nazis or if you hate women or whatever. Come and sing my hero together. We can all be together at my show. And then when you leave, you can go be an asshole. Like, Dave, that's such a disappointment. It's so gross, too, because Dave couldn't not be aware of who Kurt was and what Kurt did and what Kurt put in the fucking liner notes. Dave must have been aware that Kurt put that in the liner notes. And then you have Dave coming out here saying, like, everybody just come and get together and sing my hero together at my show. And then you can leave and you can go be in your little white supremacy group and your He-Man Woman Haters Club. And we don't like people of color. Like, Dave, Kurt fucking despised that. Kurt put it in an album in the liner notes. If you are any of these things, if you're a racist, misogynist, homophobe, don't buy this album. Just save them. Get away from us. We want nothing to do with you. That is radical. And that is someone who isn't going to just try to get the most money or try to play both sides and just want everybody to come to the show. That is a guy saying, hey, if you have these beliefs, you are not like us and we do not like you. Kurt was crazy. Loved the guy, though. Nirvana. More into 70s rock. Listen, Kurt and Tupac. Those are my two favorite bands, people ever. And that was when I was coming up. But this is some of the stuff that I love so much about Kurt, that today you see all these artists or comics are trying to play you know, like Bill Burr did an interview one time and they were commenting on how like he can just kind of teeter and riff against the left and the right. And he was like, yeah, because they're both kind of crazy. And I said, yeah, but there are certain things where it's not crazy. Like if you're a racist, like there's no, you know, there's no two sides to that. There's only like, that's fucking crazy. You're still racist after like understanding that's a gnarly, disgusting thing. You know, so I hate people that kind of pander to just get a bigger audience. And Kurt never did that. And I respect him for it and I love him for it. And I wish the guy who sat behind him on the drums and got to witness this firsthand would at least just fucking have paid attention, you know, act accordingly, Dave. And again, no ill intent. I love Dave Grohl, great musician, great rock icon of our time. Well, you know, nothing compared to Kurt, but still a great, great musician. His music has saved my life, literally, when I was going through some of my darkest stuff. But this is the shit that I feel is fair to critique him on, but more... Oh no. Shit. All right, I'll be back.